A movie that touches on an experimental drug and an event where people have to wear masks. Sounds kind of familiar.
No! No! No!
I'll think of it later. Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking about white noise. This movie focuses on an American family that attempts to deal with the mundane conflicts of everyday life while grappling with the universal mysteries of love, death, and the possibility of happiness in an uncertain world. That summary pretty much summarized this film, but it is way deeper, way nuttier, and weirder than what I've described in that little nugget of what this film is. There is so much to impact, and also so little. This is going to be a very interesting review because there has been a lot, or really lack of hype for this movie when it comes to the reviews. It is sitting at a 65-66% for the overall rating consensus with like 120 something reviews. So majority of what audience and critics are feeling right now is that this movie's just it's all right. And I'm glad that I had that expectation because I honestly had a really good time. This isn't a perfect movie though. I just kind of want to get into the negatives already. Yes, some of the reviews have been saying that this film is tonally all over the place. There are certain scenes that feel like a thriller, and then it's a romantic comedy, and then all of a sudden it's touching on things like big disastrous events that affect everyone's life, like a huge pandemic, or how consumerism takes over the idea of America. I will agree, this film does feel a little bit too all over the place at times. Not all of it, but certain moments where it felt like they could have held back the reins of the creativity that was very enticing to see and behold, but it just felt like art to just showcase art. But overall, this movie is a trip. It is a wild, fun ride, a weird ride, and that's probably the most common word that you're going to hear in this review. Weird. Adam Driver is absolutely weird. Greta Gerwig is super weird. And Don Cheadle is stunningly weird. Everybody just is weird, and I love it. And I think that's the point. I'm pretty sure people associated with this story that have read the novel are going to be watching this and probably going to be having a good time because there's going to be a lot of things that us as the normal audience who have no affiliation with the story at all will just not understand it. And I kind of respect that because usually with Hollywood, they will take source material and completely chuck out all of the things that make that story unique and Hollywoodize it, put all this junk in there just to fill it up. From what I can tell from people who have read the book and love the book, they're enjoying this film. And you will immediately understand what kind of film this is within the first 30 minutes. There are certain characters that literally verbatim say things that have just transpired in front of them. That is the moment where I feel like people will either be turned on or turned off with this film. The film is very smart. It knows what it's trying to say to the audience, whether it's very unabashedly looking at the audience and saying, these are the themes and the messages. And it's funny because in certain films, that might not work for me at all. It's a little too much. I get it. I understand what you're trying to do, movie. Oh, look, you're so artsy and cool. For some reason, Noah Baumbach's like style and script and editing and my goodness, the cinematography, I don't know why, the set pieces, set designs, the color correction in this film is just jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I loved it. I think it's a visually beautiful film. They really got the 80s aesthetics right. And I think that also helps with certain issues that I had when it came to the pacing or some script issues here and there. It kept my attention. And for a film that's 2 hours and 15 minutes, it didn't really feel like that for me. It was an easy breezy film to get through. Overall, I recommend you watch it. So with that being said, I'm going to give White Noise a solid 8 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching my review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also don't forget to be blessed.